Hey, so I'm recording this way after I'm done editing the episode. We recorded 2 days ago, as of today. It is Thursday right now, September 11th. But that's surprisingly not what I want to talk about and make you guys aware of. I wanted to make a statement about some current events, which I don't often do. I don't talk current events because I want to be this like safe, positive space away from that kind of thing. I just want to talk about video games and talk about God. But this is something that's really heavy on my heart, and I think that's something that God's put on my heart to talk about. And I wrote a Substack post about it already, so I have put out something about it. And I also I thought I posted something on Discord, but it was privately to someone who was asking me about it. I want to talk about Charlie Kirk. So the reason I want to talk about this is not for any political reason or anything like that. I have this firm belief since an incident that happened over the summer that I don't really want to get into at this moment, that when a brother in Christ dies, suddenly, when a brother in Christ is suddenly killed, it leaves behind like a void. It leaves behind a void in the souls of those who see it, those who hear about it. It's just like something severed. It feels like something severed, and that's something that I feel like comes up in all Christians whenever something like this happens. Even if you didn't really actually know the person, just something feels severed. And I want to just come out and say, like, whether you agreed with Charlie Kirk or not, whether you saw him as a valiant voice who just wanted to make conversation and just wanted to keep intellectualism alive, or as whatever obscenity someone on the left is throwing out there. I don't really know how I feel specifically about his own personal politics. But what I do know is that he is a brother. He is a brother in Christ. He did valiantly fight for the word, and valiantly spoke on Christ. I saw somewhere he said his first job is to tell people about Jesus, and his second job is to keep the ability to tell people about his first job. And I just think that's a beautiful, beautiful way of taking things. And I just, if you aren't already praying for his family, his wife, his kids, his parents, his siblings, his coworkers, his friends, just do it now. Like, pause this, do it, put them on your prayer list because they really, really need it. And then also I want to kind of step outside of what most people would want, and that's I want to say pray for the one who committed this. This is something that I said in the Substack post, but pray for the person who committed this, because they are not outside of the gospel message. They did something horrible. I saw the video. I saw the clear as day video of him being shot. It's brutal. I openly went to public school. Like, I'm very open about that fact, but I wasn't in the, like, I was lucky enough to not be in, like, the live leak circles. So when I see that kind of brutality, like, it does shake me. I'm not numb to it. I'm probably not going to sleep tonight after seeing clips of it, but I just pray for the shooter and pray that Christ is shown to them, that mercy is shown to them, that compassion is shown to them specifically, that they're forgiven, but then also shown the service that the Lord shows, because no one is outside of his love. No one is outside of his love, no matter what they do. So I haven't heard anyone say that side of things. So I just wanted to put something out there about it because it just felt really, really weird to talk about video games and talk about fun stuff and just act like nothing wrong happened. When something did happen that is wrong, that does affect the church body as a whole. A member was severed off of the body of Christ. But that wasn't a random act to God. To God, that was him calling him home. He is experiencing a joy right now that we never will on this earth, and never will understand until we are there in heaven. So just remember that. Remember that he is in a much, much better place. He is chanting and praising at the top of his lungs right now. And I just can't wait to be there with him. Anyways, here's the episode. Yeah, sorry about that. Here's the episode. Keep praying for this. Keep praying about this. Don't forget about the Kirk family. And stay close to your brothers. Things are getting really, really scary out there. And just keep close to your fellow brothers and sisters in Christ. Keep each other safe. And just don't forget to show love. Don't forget love. Do not fall to, oh, if everyone else is going to be violent, then I got to match them. No. Turn the other cheek and show compassion. Show Christ. Choose Christ. All right. Here's the episode. Welcome to Courage, Wisdom, Power, where we understand Zelda's not a Christian game anymore, yet we still exegeted the game of its biblical messaging for 4 whole hours. Sorry about that. Actually, I'm not. I'm really proud of that episode. This is the Christian Gaming Podcast, where our mission statement is to have the courage to stand up for the faith, the wisdom to speak God's word, and the power to live for the Lord in everything we do. And just by listening, you are furthering that goal we set out to reach. I'm Henry Nightingale.
And I'm Christian Martin.
This season is the final themed season before a total shift in how we do things, and the theme is Season 1 Remade, where we're taking on the topics we did in the beginning of the show, but with wiser minds and humbler hearts.
Wiser minds, huh?
Wiser. Would you call us wiser than we were when we started the show?
I don't know.
I'd say by the fact that we were able to go through all of last episode and only condemn one game, and also saying that, like, but also that's just what I believe. I think that's I think that's proof that we're at least a little bit wiser.
You already had to do a retcon.
What do you mean a retcon? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to bring that up right now then. Yeah, okay. I was going to bring this up at some point in this opening, but I would like to apologize.
Henry is retiring after this mistake.
Yes, I am retiring. This is it. This is the last. This is it. I'm sorry, guys. I misquoted a piece of scripture in the pilot episode of this season. It was during the Deltarune segment. It was from 1 Corinthians. I can actually pull up the scripture itself because I'm on the dock right now. 2 Corinthians. It's 2 Corinthians 12, 7 through 10. That passage, I used it as God makes us strong in our weakness. That's not at all what that passage is saying. That passage is about how when we are weak, the way we persevere and the way we push through and the way we show joy in that weakness, that glorifies the Lord and that makes the Lord look greater because of the work that he's doing in us. It's not, I am getting stronger.
Are you sure you're right this time?
I am sure I'm right. I watched a John Piper sermon about it. That's how I figured out that I was wrong. But it's not completely my fault. I'll be honest, it's not completely my fault because it is a passage that's one of those like frequently misquoted ones. Like it's pretty frequently misquoted. So
feel free to throw Henry under that bus.
Yeah, please do. But I'll try to do my best with what I choose to include passage-wise from this point on. Anyways, thank you for listening to this episode. Today is the remake of episode 2.
Yay!
No, it's the remake of episode 3 because the remake of episode 2 is like the big thing. Episode 3, where we discuss the spiritual significance of The Legend of Zelda. We're talking about how it enriched our own faiths and the theology and influence found within the franchise itself, which is not all Christian, but you would be shocked by the amount of Christianity there actually is and how Nintendo ends up treating it, which is really weird. Like we'll get to it. It's weird.
Hey, guess what?
Yeah.
Remember that one time when there's the Bible in the original game?
Uh-huh. We'll get to that. It's really weird. It's really weird. We'll get to it. No, it's more than that. Dude, like let me just give you a teaser real quick. There's a bunch of like explicitly Christian elements in the original Japanese versions of Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, and Link to the Past that are censored in the US.
I know. Yeah, they were censored in the US. I forgot to say that.
Which we'll get to. I want to figure this out, so we'll get to that later. Anyways, right now though, Christian, what have you been playing?
Not Crisis Core.
Not Crisis Core.
I'm gonna make an announcement right now. I am not finishing Crisis Core.
Yep, that's going in the episode.
Not finishing Crisis Core.
Oh yeah, so don't expect. Yeah, don't expect him to. We're still doing the episode. It's just he's gonna make it clear that like that's part of his review.
I'm gonna watch the cutscenes, guys. I'm gonna watch the cutscenes.
Yeah, that'll be part of the review though. So
sorry, I ain't doing the flower cart.
Okay. Anyways, what have you been playing now?
Silksong.
Heck yeah.
I'm gonna reserve my thoughts for that for a later date.
Really? You're gonna save those?
I thought you wanted me to.
No, this like talk about it now. Like give your first impressions.
First impressions, one of the best Metroidvanias I've ever played. I mean, I've played Super Metroid.
Yeah.
That speak leagues about it. I just feel like a Metroidvania is good if you don't get lost. You know what I mean? Like or not that you don't get lost. You don't feel like you're lost ever. You always feel like you're making progress somewhere.
Yeah.
And like there's so many things that I was like, oh, I think I'm progressing in the main story, and then I didn't because there's like random junk everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I probably wandered around and didn't progress in the main story for like 3 hours. The other day. Which I haven't played in like 2 days, but I'm gonna play today. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been playing. I probably have like 8 or 9 hours on it.
Yeah. Tell us about how that's been though. Like really dig into it.
Like how the I don't want to spoil anything though.
Don't like give like straight up spoilers, but like just like the general things, because you're still early on in it. You're still early on, but like
Yeah.
yeah, give like the
Like I mean, I
general.
only have like my first ability still, and I'm already 9 hours
Mm-hmm.
in. And there's a lot of optional bosses and stuff. Well, you like to think they are, but they're not. I mean, like I have like three of the areas. I had like three areas unlocked, and there's like three bosses that I could fight, and I fought two of them, and then they would unlock areas that I couldn't even access yet.
Oh yeah.
And there was one boss that I fought that finally got me to a new area.
Oh yeah.
Like the areas that I did have, I spent like 9 hours, and I think I accidentally uncovered basically everything.
For real.
Yeah,
Wow.
in that area.
Nice.
The only thing I looked up was how to beat a certain boss and what the heck something did that
Mm-hmm.
I got
What was
because it
it?
didn't tell me. It's like a crest thing. It's like how you hold items.
Oh yeah, the crests. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was.
How do you feel about the crest system? That's something that's carried over from Hollow Knight.
I really don't know. I mean, I think things like the compass maybe should just be a given. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know why I have to buy that and equip it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a
That's
major
really
that's a major complaint with both the games. Yeah.
like, why do I have to equip the compass? Like, that doesn't even make any sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then also, I had to grind out stuff to get. There's one part that, which I mean, I get it because it was like a bonus thing, I guess. But this how you unlock a secret quest or crest or something is you buy this like 500 gold key, and it took me like half an hour to grind out to get enough coins to get it.
Uh-huh.
And I also grinded out another thing, so I grinded for like an hour and a half to get all the like items that were for sale because I knew I was gonna need them at some point. So
Yeah.
all I did was grind for an hour
Jeez. Okay.
for items that basically just say, "Yeah, it's gonna be important at some point. You might want to take note of this." So
Oh wow.
I just went ahead and bought it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, all the maps.
Yeah. That's fair.
I had
That's
to buy
fair.
all the maps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I try to buy the maps like as soon as they're available in Hollow Knight specifically.
Yeah, and then there's well, it's really annoying like places that I don't think have maps.
Mm.
There's some like really tiny areas that I wish had maps that don't.
Yeah. How do you feel about the like the feel, like the game feel, if you know what I mean? Like how
Well,
does
I
it
think it
feel?
feels really smooth, but I don't really remember Hollow Knight. So, would
Uh,
you describe to me how the Hollow Knight moves?
yeah, so in Hollow Knight, how the player character plays is at first kind of clunky, but as you unlock abilities, he
Well,
is a lot smoother.
I
Like
didn't know if he has a dash or anything. I can't remember.
you unlock the dash. That's like the second ability you get.
Well, yeah, because I have the dash,
Mm.
and that's pretty much it. I have the dash and a couple special moves.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can, yeah, and then yeah, but I don't know if I feel like the tutorial. If I was doing a replay, I feel like they would be garbage because you don't get the dash until like an hour and a half into the game.
Yeah, that's just a problem with Metroidvanias in general. When like
Like I
it's
didn't know there was a dash button, so I didn't think anything of it. But as soon as I got the dash,
mm-hmm, you were using
like
it.
you can literally glide through things.
Mm-hmm.
Like and you can dash midair,
Yeah.
so you can do like a flip and kind of gain more height or
Y-
gain more distance.
yeah. How does the combat feel?
Feels like a Metroidvania so far. I mean, I have one move and one special move, so I don't really know yet. But I really like the boss fights. The boss fights are really fun. Like, there's
Yeah.
one that I did where it was basically a mirror of me. I was doing like a fencing fight, and it was really
Ooh,
fun.
that's cool. That's really
And then
cool.
there's this big guy with a hammer that took me like an hour because I'm an idiot and didn't know how to beat him.
Uh-huh.
He look basically can like he does like 3 damage a hit.
Oh geez. Yeah.
Mr. Larva. guy.
Mr. Larva guy.
Yeah, there's this big larva dude, and you cut him out of a web, and then you fight him, and once you beat him, he's your pet,
Oh, cool.
and
That
you use him to fast travel.
that's actually really cool. How do you feel about, because first of all, what is your experience with Hollow Knight specifically? Just going into this.
We played it that one time on our YouTube channel.
Yeah. Which we got to the Hornet fight. Like, we stopped right at the Hornet fight.
Or they're acting like that's very far in the game.
It's not. It's like 2 hours into the game. It took me an hour this time to get there. Like, get there, not even just get there, but finish the fight. Like, it took me 1 hour to do that. So yeah, really not that far. But yeah, based on that, like, how do you feel about specifically like the world of Silksong?
I'm really excited to see the more of the areas.
Mm-hmm. Because it's a pretty unique setting, but also a very soulsy setting. So
Yes.
and I know you have Elden Ring experience like going into it. So what, like, I was just wondering, like, the world wise, like, if that was sticking out at all.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of know Hollow Knight's world already, so I mean, I knew what I was getting walking into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty intrigued by what's going on, like, and how you kind of have to figure it out for yourself.
Yeah. Again, really soulsy. Yeah.
The boss fights are literally Dark Souls, bro.
The boss fights are literally Dark Souls. Did you?
Apparently, Silksong's harder than Hollow Knight.
It's not harder, really, per se. It's more, if you played Hollow Knight, you're gonna go in with the mindset of playing it like Hollow Knight when it plays completely different. So.
I don't have that problem.
Yeah. It's like going into Sekiro after playing the Dark Souls games. Like, it's not harder, it's just you have to readjust.
I'm gonna have to readjust to Hollow Knight.
Yeah. Speaking of, like, the soulsiness of it, have you heard what's going on the review side of Silksong?
No.
So, there's this thing with Souls games and Souls-like games that people call the Souls cycle. And you know how there's, like, a Zelda cycle for, like, how people respond over time to a new Zelda game, where it's like,
It's bad.
yeah, they get really excited, and then it comes out, and then they're like, oh, this is the greatest thing of all time, and then it's like,
A year later, they're like, it's actually bad.
it's
and
actually
5 years
bad.
later,
Yeah.
5 years later, guys, this is the best game ever. Why is it so underrated?
Uh-huh. They have something like that for Souls games that they call the Souls cycle. And the Souls cycle is a Souls game gets announced, Souls fans get really, really hyped, and they get everyone else really hyped for it, and they're like, guys, this can be it. This can be the one that gets you into the series. And then everyone's like hyped up and they're all ready for it to come out. And then it comes out. And then all the people who like played other Souls like stuff, they go in and they're like, oh, this is amazing. I love this so much. And everyone else immediately falls off and then review bombs the game because it's too hard. And that's what's happening with Silksong right now, is a bunch of people are getting 5 hours deep and then dropping because it's too hard, and then giving bad reviews on reviewing platforms.
It's not that hard, though. Get good.
Get good.
Like, actually, what? It's not that bad.
It's
like, genuinely.
And like, it's not
really not that bad. It's just people are not used to 2D games anymore.
Yeah. It's
just how 2D games play.
And like, it's also like, this type of game just isn't for everybody, and that's understandable. Like, that makes sense. Like, you can still like not like something that everyone else likes. Like, that's totally fine.
I didn't think it was gonna be for me, but then I got hooked on it.
Yeah, but like,
I'm on the fact that most modern 2D games are just gimmicky. And, like, I don't want to play them because all they are is callbacks to the past. There's nothing new.
Yeah, and they're all like,
how I feel about 2D games, but this one's an exception.
Yeah, I feel like the only 2D games we've gotten recently that have actually like stuck out for me have been, and this isn't even recent. This is
Wonder
7 years ago. Shovel Knight Treasure Trove. Shovel Knight Treasure Trove is amazing and very original.
I do want to play Shovel Knight.
I want to replay Shovel Knight. I want to do it again. And
Should we stream it?
that'd be fun.
Hey, do you have the Wii U version?
I don't have any version of it right now, but I can probably find one. I want to play Shovel Knight again. I want to play Spectre of Torment specifically again. Spectre of Torment's so good. And King of Cards. King of Cards is also really good.
What about the new one?
The new one? I haven't played the new one. Shovel Knight Dig. I've heard good things about it, but I haven't heard a lot about it. But yeah, I don't often see like very original takes 2D wise outside of like
Nintendo?
I mean outside of Nintendo and like the rare
Recently only, not for the past 20 years, but
and the rare like mega hit indie that actually does do something original, like Blasphemous or Dead Cells. Like they're actually trying to do something very original.
the only thing that I can think that's 2D that might be big is the Pac-Man one that's coming out.
Oh, that's already out. Shadow Labyrinth?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's already out. It actually it got a lot of 7 out of 10s.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it not that good?
It was very much like the joke is funny, but it's the same joke all 30 hours of it.
I withdraw my case.
I feel like there was another 2D indie that came out recently that was actually did do something very original, but I can't remember what it was. I'm looking at Steam right now, so if you hear some clickety clicks in the background, because they do hear our mouse clicks, like they do. I noticed that in the editing. They do hear the mouse clicks.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's not good.
That's not good.
I don't want you guys to think that I don't love you.
Uh-huh. He's definitely not playing
have a lot-
Minecraft in the background often.
Wait, what?
What? Oh yeah,
How do you
Cup.
figure out I was playing Minecraft in the background one day?
Because you told me.
Oh.
And we record on Discord, dude.
I don't think it mattered though, because I was still locked in. I was just fishing, bro.
But I could hear the fishing, bro. I could hear you clicking.
I don't play with mouse and keyboard.
Then what was the mouse clicking I was hearing?
I don't know. I was probably looking at stuff.
Oh, okay. So 2D stuff, 2D indie stuff, Animal Well, Rain World.
What about Blueprints, bro?
That's not 2D, bro, but okay.
It's Blueprints, though.
But it's Blueprints. It's Blueprints. It's Blueprints.
Dude,
yeah.
I remember when you were like so hyped about that.
Yeah. I still want to try it at some point if it goes on
you
sale. Did. No, that doesn't count because that was that was the awful game streamed version.
Bro, you just gotta learn. You just gotta learn to love game streaming, bro.
No, that was awful, bro. That looked so bad. No, because I do want to play it at some point, but I'm gonna wait for a sale because I'm not dropping $30 on that. I've heard.
Why not?
Because I've heard if you do end up loving it, you will drop like hundreds of hours into it. But if you don't love it, you really don't love it. So like $30? Like $30?
Why don't you just pod stream it again?
Also, Steam's having a political sim fest right now. I didn't even know that was a thing.
I know. They got some good deals right now, dude.
On what? Yes, Your Grace? Political Arena?
For Honor.
For Honor? Wait, what? For real?
There's another sale going on.
Oh, it's actually Yes, Your Grace, I've heard, is actually really good. And it's $3 right now. That's actually really cool. I might think about that. Oh, and Rebel Inc. That's cool too. Okay.
Did you say Rebel Moon, bro?
Rebel Moon, bro. Rebel Moon. Oh, and Beholder. Beholder is actually good. Actually, I didn't really like Beholder. I forgot. I did try that. It was not my favorite. Okay. Do you have anything else to say about Peak game that nobody will?
No, but I'm gonna start review bombing it next week. It's too hard.
It's too hard.
It hurts my brain.
Okay. Are we ready for the next game?
Yes.
This is a game that I've had a lot of time to cook my feelings about. And I I
As
purposely
long as it's not Deltarune.
this game I've given myself plenty of time to marinate on it. Um, I've been playing it for several weeks now. I only have 17 hours in it, even though I have been playing for several weeks. It feels like a lot more, which I'll talk about that because that's not a good thing. That it feels like it's a lot more hours than I actually did drop into it.
Blueprints.
Not Blueprints. Death Stranding Director's Cuts. Okay, so Death Stranding is the game that Hideo Kojima produced under Kojima Productions after he left Konami. So Konami and Hideo Kojima famously had a really, really, really awful breakup that ended in the canceling of Silent Hills, which was a new reboot of the Silent Hill franchise that was going to be done by Hideo Kojima and
Specifically about the hills.
what?
So specifically about the hills.
Specifically about the hills. It was going to be directed by Hideo Kojima and Guillermo del Toro, aka the director of Shape of Water, Pacific Rim, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, Frankenstein, which is coming out soon. I'm really excited for that. And that got canceled in the midst of all that. Metal Gear Solid 5 released in the midst of that and was unfinished when it was released because of this breakup. And Kojima ended up hopping over to Sony. Sony gave him all the money to make whatever he wants, and he made Death Stranding. And Death Stranding is a weird friggin' game. It is it's a weird game. I put 17 hours into it, but it felt like 30 hours. It felt like
Finish it.
This is a 60-hour game. That's gonna. I don't want to drop that time. I don't want to drop any more time into this game. I'll be honest. Like, this game overstays its welcome, like, on another level of overstaying its welcome. So first I'll talk about the things that I actually did enjoy, because you don't drop that much time into a game and not enjoy it. If I did not enjoy it, I would not be talking about it on this show. I want to make that clear right now. If I'm not enjoying a game, I'm not going to talk about it, because I want
Crisis Core.
Except Crisis Core. But I have good things to say about Crisis Core that I do really, really want to say. That's why I'm still.
Yeah, he was talking about the flower cart.
I want to talk about that flower cart. No, I do actually want to talk about like some of the messaging and also Act 1. Act 1 of Crisis Core is great. Anyways,
it was heat.
That was heat. But anyways, Death Stranding, I only bring things to this show if I actually enjoy them, because otherwise it's not going to be a fun conversation for you to listen to. You're just going to be hearing me like moan and groan about something that I don't like. Like, I don't want to be another voice doing that. I want to be a voice that's giving you positive material about good games that you should maybe.
It's not a good game.
What?
Said except Death Stranding, because it's not a good game.
No, it is a good game. It is a good game. I would not be bringing it to the show if it wasn't a good game. It's just a weird game. It's just a really, really weird game that does have problems with it, just like anything else. So I'll go over the good first. First of all, the gameplay loop itself. So if you don't know what Death Stranding is a post-apocalyptic game where you play as a porter, and your job is to carry packages across.
Who does this porter resemble, Henry?
Norman Reedus from the hit TV show The Walking Dead. So this game has an all-star cast, by the way. Like, I'm like consistently shocked by the people who are in this game. Like, again, not to bring up Guillermo del Toro again, but he, not an actor, a director, plays a character, a main character in the plot. His name's Deadman, and he's probably my favorite character too. Like, he's awesome. And then, so the gameplay loop, you are a porter, which your job is to deliver packages across the US and also connect people to pretty much the internet. It's just called they just call it the chiral network. Chiral is like a element in this world. I don't want to explain the lore. I don't feel like it.
You don't care.
I tried. I really tried to get into the lore. I wanted to. I wanted to understand the game.
You want to understand the feet scanning, bro?
Uh I don't understand what the chiral network is. I don't understand why Norman Reedus's blood is important and why it can kill like ghost thingies, like tar ghost thingies, but only his blood can. I don't know.
What about the feet scanning, bro?
The feet scanning.
You know about that?
No. That I haven't gotten that far.
No, that's not part of the lore. That's just what Hideo Kojima does in all his games. He scans feet.
Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that. Kojima, you freak. I'm not one of those people who like sees Kojima as the artist he is, but then ignores the fact that he's a freak. Kojima's a
definitely a freak, bro.
Kojima's a freak, dude. Like, I love Metal Gear Solid 5. I love Metal Gear Solid 5. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Like, actually, the character
your favorite half a game.
I think Metal Gear Solid 5 is an incredible game that is so fun to play. That has so much good stuff in it. Quiet is not one of those good things. Quiet is just Kojima letting his freak out. Like, the frick, dude. I breathe through my skin. That's why I wear barely any clothes. It's like Resident Evil 5 levels of well, you know, it's in Africa, so like you didn't have to do that. You did not need to do that. Anyways, Death Stranding. You deliver packages. You're just delivering packages. That's all I'll say.
Something about his blood killing ghost thing.
Something about his blood killing ghost. I don't care about the lore. That's why I was saying I don't care about the lore. I've tried. I've really tried, but I do not care. I do love the fact that so first of all, the gameplay loop is actually really satisfying when you get into the groove of it. Like actually like delivering packages on foot, which I'll get into. I'll get into the vehicles and stuff, but like on foot delivering packages is really satisfying and is like really chill and really calming. And it feels like it takes a lot longer than it does. It'll feel like you're wasting like half an hour on this game and it's like 10 minutes. Like each package takes like 10 minutes to deliver. But
and it's the best 10 minutes of your life.
It's the best 10 minutes of your life. No, because
the world is engaging at every single second. Is that what you're gonna say?
It's not engaging at every single second. It's got a lot of room for you to breathe. Like that walking, like from one place to another, it's that quiet that you find in like Breath of the Wild in between locations where you're just walking and there's nothing going on. Like, and I love that. I love when that happens. Later on, things like get more engaging where there's a bunch of things getting thrown at you while you're walking, and that's not fun. But when it's just you walking from one location to another and there's like the only thing that's slowing you down is yourself, that's really
getting thrown at
you. What's getting thrown at you?
Yeah.
There's the ghost tar thingies. They're called BTs. They get thrown at you and you have to, at first you don't have any weapons to fight back against them, so it's basically a survival horror game, and you gotta like hold your hand over your mouth so they don't hear you breathing. It's like really intense, but it's really fun. It's still really fun. It's just really intense and really stressful. And then there's like evil porters. I forget what they're called, but they're like these guys who will just like run up to you and like knock you over and steal your packages, and you have to like fight back against them. There's Rain.
Wow, that's so bad. They're so evil.
They're so evil.
So diabolical, bro.
So diabolical. They steal packages, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
That's crazy. No, and then there's Rain, which Rain will wither away your packages that you have and wither away your equipment on your back. And that is really frustrating. And then there's also just different terrains that you have to adjust to. And then when you have like a ton of packages on, you have to be really careful about like where you're shifting your weight. And
where you have the baby.
oh, and the baby
You didn't
starts crying, and then you got
you didn't talk about the baby yet.
the baby. Yeah,
The fetus.
the fetus. I forget what it's called. It's called like a void baby or something like that. But it's like it's how you detect the BTs. Like the whole reason you have it is because it can detect BTs and like point them out to you. But you have to still treat it like a baby, and you do have to like shake it when it's crying and like stuff like that, and you do have to like nurture it and stuff, and you have to make like a connection with it. And that's strange. And like they try and do what I think is maybe a commentary on abortion. Maybe I like maybe, or it's just, here's the big problem that a lot of people have with Death Stranding is like it pretends to be like really political and really deep, and then like the moment you actually start thinking about it, you're like, wait a minute, I don't think he's saying anything. I think this is just weird.
How's the PC performance? You don't ever talk about the performance.
Oh, the performance is pretty good. Like it's okay, it is a last generation game, and so that does show up, but like it's a good looking last generation game. Like it is pretty solid. I will say there have been multiple times where I'm driving a vehicle and the game like pauses so it can load in the rest of the like and then I get like a loading screen while it loads in the rest of the map, and that takes like up to a minute to load. That's not okay.
Henry has a very modern PC. So...
I have a 1080 Ti, which I was talking in a Discord the other day about having a 1080 Ti with, because somebody who, so I'm in the Discord of a podcast network that I really like, and somebody in one of the show's episodes mentioned that they have a 1080 Ti and how it's like really solid still, and they're playing like Clair Obscur on it. And I like talked to them a bit. I was like, yeah, heck yeah, 1080 Ti, it's great. Like, it's really solid for a budget. And he was like, yeah, I love it. It's like really working. So that was really cool. But anyways,
the thing is about the 1080 Ti is it literally just lost driver support last month. So now it's not a goat anymore. It's just a rotting corpse.
Yeah, it is. It is a rotting corpse. Very slowly, but surely, we're gonna start. Actually, no. There's gonna be a quick dip where it's like, oh yeah, no, you can't play anything on this anymore. Which,
well,
yeah.
The only thing that sucks about it is that it doesn't support this thing called mesh shaders and DirectX 12 Ultimate, or it would last longer.
Yeah, that's frustrating. What should I replace it with once it's like...
Probably what I have.
Probably what you have? Okay, cool. Cool. Good to know. Okay.
Because mine was like 250.
Okay, that's not too bad.
3070 Ti, baby.
3070 Ti. That's not too bad. Okay, so you always
Actually, that's a lie. You should replace your entire PC before you replace your graphics card.
That's true.
Just the trick is you build your new PC, use your old graphics card until you can buy a nice one.
That's fair.
Build your actual PC and then put your old graphics card in there until you can get a new one.
Yeah. But like the frustrating, and I'm gonna get into some PC stuff real quick. I know this isn't related to what I'm talking about, but
what are you gonna say?
Okay, so the frustrating thing is tech is moving really, really fast right now, which is really cool. That's really, really awesome. Things are frequently being upgraded, and we're getting frequent, like, big things happening. But because of that, in this economy, and in the economy class that I'm a part of, it is very difficult to do a
Which is the rich class.
What?
Which is the rich class, which is why Henry has a 5090.
I have a 5090, definitely. No, in like being a college sophomore, like being honest,
gaming PCs are important to have though. It's like a necessity of life.
It is a necessity of life. I'm just airing frustrations right now. The frustrating thing is like this is moving so fast that I can't like I can build a PC. I can do that over time, very slowly, buying each part one at a time.
But by the time we get it, like,
Yeah. By the
so you
time,
might as well just save up all the money, and then we can go to Micro Center and build your PC.
yeah, by the
Because
time
like,
I'm done with the PC, it's out of date.
it took me, I don't know, 5 months. I have probably a $1,700 rig,
Uh-huh.
and it took me maybe 6 months to get all that.
Uh-huh.
And the CPU is already out of date.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's still. I went AMD because they have like long-term support for their sockets.
Yeah.
So like 5 to 7 years, you
Mm.
get new CPUs for that socket, so you don't have to buy a new motherboard.
Mhm.
So that's why I bought that. So I have a 7000 series Ryzen. There's a 9000 series now.
Mhm.
So that's
Yeah.
why I buy That's why I buy AMD, because they support things longer.
Yeah.
But my graphics card is old.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, it is.
3070 came out in 2020.
Yes, it did.
I am not spending $500 on a graphics card to get a low-end brand new graphics card.
Yeah.
I will buy a used graphics card that is mid-range before I buy a brand new graphics card.
It's like a used car. Only this goes out of date a whole lot faster.
And also, they just stop working.
Yeah. They just stop working. Again, like a used car. Only again, in this case, a whole lot faster.
And you can't fix them.
And you can't fix them. Yeah.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Let's
Back
talk
to
about
Death.
the fact that Henry has a computer from 2011.
No,
Oh,
we're gonna talk about Death Stranding instead. I don't
We're
want.
not going to do that. Just kidding.
Ha ha ha. Mine does not legally support Microsoft. What was it? Windows 11. Ha ha ha. Okay.
You're not running Windows 11 anymore.
Yeah, I know. I know. They're cutting support for Windows 10.
I don't care. I'm using it. Oh, this is another side rant. I downgraded to Windows 10 on my laptop too.
Oh.
Because I like it so much better than 11. I pretended I liked 11 for years, and I'm just gonna enjoy Windows 10 until it support, because
dude,
boy, was that a goat for the last 10 years.
There are two things that people have said to me when they walk into my room and see what I'm doing. They either say, "Oh, you're playing Kingdom Hearts? That's really cool." Oh yeah, spoiler for later this month. I'm playing Kingdom Hearts. You'll get stuff about that. You're playing Kingdom Hearts? That's really cool. I love Kingdom Hearts. And the other thing they say is, "Oh, you're using Windows 10? You know they're cutting support for that in October, right?" Like, literally everybody says that. Everybody.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Like, actually, because I'm not using telemetry, the OS.
Yeah. Okay.
Use telemetry, the OS, bro.
Back to Death Stranding. Back here. Okay.
How's the soundtrack?
The soundtrack's really awesome. The soundtrack is really, really great. It's all super indie and, like, really, really solid. It's really good. The soundtrack's really good. I really vibe with it. The world's really cool, even though it looks nothing like the US. And also, it's like a tiny version of the US. Like, you'll walk like 100, 200 feet, something like that. And then it'll be like, you just walked across all of Nebraska. And it's like, what? That's not what Nebraska looks like.
Nebraska never ends, bro.
Nebraska never ends.
If you ever driven through Nebraska, it never ends.
It never ends. It is not 300 feet long.
Have you driven through Nebraska before?
I've never driven through Nebraska.
I don't ever want to do it, but I've done it multiple times.
Oh my goodness. Nebraska
I go to Colorado through Nebraska.
Nebraska never ends. And that's kind of, honestly, that's more just funny when that happens in Death Stranding, where it's like, I'll walk across like this big ravine and they'll be like, you just crossed Illinois. And it's like, that's not Illinois. That's not flat enough.
Did you cross Illinois?
I did cross Illinois.
How did Illinois look?
Not like Illinois. Because it is just like their own world that they made. It's their own terrain that they made for this game. They just like say that it's that part of the US and they're just like, just trust me. Just trust me, bro. Illinois definitely has this many mountains in it. Trust me.
What the frick happened? Did everything get nuked?
No, they just didn't take the time to make it actually look like the US. Like literally the first like chunk of the world that you're a part of. So there are like 2 big chunks of it. I only got through the first 3 chapters, which is like half the game. There's 2 chunks across those chapters. The first chunk is very mountainy, but it's all like grassy green mountains. It kind of looks like New Zealand, which is not what the East Coast of America looks like. It's supposed to be the East Coast. It does not look like the East Coast whatsoever. Not even a little bit. But they don't care. They don't care.
Is there rap, dude? Is there West Coast rap, bro?
Is there West Coast rap? I have not reached the West Coast. I have not reached the West Coast yet. Nor will I, because I don't think I want to play any more of this game.
Henry, we don't say stuff like that about Hideo Kojima.
We don't say things.
You might scan your feet in your sleep, bro.
Oh, no.
Bro, I've never mentioned the fact that I follow him on Instagram.
Dude, I love his Instagram so much.
I'm like, bro, what?
It's so stupid. I have a picture in my camera roll that's a screenshot of something he posted on Instagram once, where it's like he was just like posing on a couch with 3 pillows he had. They were like generals, but with the faces of famous actors. So it was like Tom Cruise and Nicolas Cage, and then another actor I couldn't remember what it was. And he's just like posing there. He's like doing a little smirk and like doing like the Dwayne Johnson like eyebrow thing. I'm like, the frick is this, Kojima? What is this? And then Jeff Keighley pops up every now and then because Jeff Keighley wants to be Kojima's friend so bad.
I know, it's super weird, bro.
It's so funny. He's trying so hard to be Kojima's friend. Okay. So, yeah, the gameplay loop is really fun for a real long while. The Strand system specifically. Okay. So the Strand system.
Wow, that's in the name, bro.
No way. It's a Strand game, bro. So the Strand system is where there will be elements of other people's games in Death Stranding, like in your game. So when you connect to the internet, you can't like play online multiplayer with anyone. That's not a feature that you can do. But what connecting to the internet does is it makes it so things that people put in their worlds and their games will sometimes appear in yours. And so like it'll have signs that'll show up that'll give you boosts and stuff, structures that'll help you along the way, like bridges and roads and stuff like that. And then like smaller things like ladders and ropes. And anytime you put down one of those things in your world, it'll show up in other people's, and they can like that. And when they like that,
like rope
what?
Are there just ropes hanging around?
Yeah, there's like ropes hanging around. There's ladders going up mountains. There's bridges going across ravines. There's like, there was one point where somebody put in a holograph of the giant giraffe thing from Horizon Zero Dawn, and I didn't even know that was in this game, but I saw it and I was really freaked out for a second, and I was like, wait a minute, that's a hologram, and also that's from Horizon Zero Dawn.
Why? Wait, what?
I don't know, man, but it was cool. And so I did run up and I did like it, because whenever you see someone's thing that they put down that's in your world, you can like it, and that serves as like another economy in the game. And you can get things from the liking system.
That's so freaking weird, dude.
It is really weird. And also they're like, this is the first ever Strand game. And I just want to say, this is not the first Strand game. This is not the first game to do this. Remember Street Pass, bro?
Bro, Kojima's had a DS in his hand in some of his Instagram posts. I know he has.
The Strand game is Street Pass. It's just Street Pass. That's what it is. It is Street Pass. Oh, jeez. But yeah, the Strand system's really cool. I do think it is a really, really interesting feature. It's weird. I don't see like a use for it in many other things. But like, it's pretty cool. Nobody's tried to copy it yet, which is interesting. But yeah, nobody's made a Strand game yet. So now we go over the actual like bad things that I only have bad things to say about. Like I said, really overstays its welcome. And really hopes you really like the gameplay loop. I know that people who have finished Death Stranding really, really loved the gameplay loop. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really satisfying, but it's not something I want to spend hundreds of hours doing. I'm not one of those people who, like, when I find a game that I really enjoy the loop of, I play hundreds of hours of it.
Oh boy, do I love delivering packages.
Boy, do I. Like, it's like for the farming simulator people, you know? Like, they love doing this one thing over and over and over again. That's what it's made for. I'm not that person. That's okay. But I'm just not that person. Also, the gameplay loop of delivering packages, yes, you have like this whole weight balancing system and things. It's so easy to cheese it. It's so
Really?
easy to cheese. It's so easy to just not interact with the weight balancing stuff and still get like S ranks on deliveries. Like, so easy to cheese it.
Are you playing on easy difficulty though?
No, I'm playing on regular. I play most games on regular first time through because that just feels like that's the most balanced version.
Yeah, that's the way you're supposed to play the game.
Yeah. For a game about inventory management, the inventory management sucks. Like, oh my gosh. I am so angry every single time I see the package organization menu of like, where are you going to put it on your body? I'm like, I don't know. What? You want me to memorize like what all these things do? Up my butt. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, just
Can you put stuff on your feet?
no, you can't. You can put boots on your feet. That's it.
Okay, I was very surprised you can't put stuff on your feet.
You cannot put stuff on your feet. But like,
just for no reason. I just no reason. Just
it
wondering.
wants it wants you to organize the packages yourself. It recommends that you organize the packages yourself. But also there's an auto arrange button. And I did always hit the auto arrange button because I am not wasting my time in that menu. It's dumb. I hate it. I don't like the inventory management in this game. It's really, really bad. The game itself is really repetitive, obviously. That's another note I have.
Is that why they made a second one, bro?
Is that what? I've actually heard a lot of bad things about the second one. I've heard a lot of things about the second one where it's like the gameplay loop of the original, but like softened, like all the tension of the original and all the like friction of the original is completely sanded over. Like it's too easy to play. So people aren't really enjoying it because of that. And so they're just stuck with having to deal with the lore and the story. And like, not everyone's gonna do that.
But the weird guy that licks your tongue.
And then there's...
You know about that?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Is that in the first one?
I don't think so. Director's Cut, specifically, is... So the Director's Cut version was made as like an easier version of the game. And there's a lot of people who don't really like it because of that.
You cannot buy the non-Director's Cut version on PC.
I don't think you can. But the Director's Cut, what it does is it kind of shaves off some of the edges a little bit and then also makes it so... You know how I was just saying, like, the walking? Like, just walking, no vehicles, and delivering packages feels really good? It's... What the Director's Cut does is it makes it so weapons are available way earlier on. Vehicles are available way earlier on. And because of that, it gets... Like, all that tension just falls off, like, within, like, 3 hours. Because, like, 3 hours in, you'll get the bike, and then it's like, oh, okay, I don't need to worry about this package management stuff anymore. I can just bike everywhere. Like,
and that's what you do.
And that's what you do. You just bike everywhere. And then later on, you'll get the truck, and then it's like, oh, then I'll just drive the truck everywhere because it has a huge armor like level and like can.
You think you could run over the ghost dudes?
You cannot run over the ghost dudes, but you can run over the regular dudes.
He can run over the bad porters.
The bad porters, which I did figure out. I did figure out one thing. If you hit them too much, like if you hit them a few times, like it'll just knock them out, which you want to happen. You want them to just be knocked out. But if you hit them enough times, you will kill them, and you don't want anyone to die in this world. Like that's a big part of the lore. Is like if somebody dies, they explode like a nuke within like 10 minutes or within like a few hours. And so what you have to do is anytime someone dies, you have to take their body very quickly to a nearby incinerator, which is usually not very close by. They're usually like really far out. And so if you kill one of the bad porters, you have to pick up their body, put it on your back, put down all the rest of your packages, and carry him all the way to an incinerator. I'm not dealing with that, so anytime one of the guys died, I reset my game because I was not going to deal with that.
What happens if you just leave it?
You get a fail state. You get a fail state because it literally makes a giant nuke-sized crater in the ground. Lore-wise. Lore-wise, it does. Not in-game, but just in the lore.
That's really dumb. Like, actually. Like, why is that a thing?
So it's supposed to be like symbolic of like the cost of even a single death, and it's supposed to make you feel bad about like every single death because like, oh, well, it causes it, like a death is more than just
is there scripted
number.
Deaths?
Yeah, there are.
So then you have to go to the incinerator.
Yeah. It's trying to be like death's not just a number on a sheet. Like a death does have a greater impact than that.
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding. Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird. Also, every time you die is canon. Every time you die specifically is canon because he respawns in the canon.
Oh.
What?
How?
So, when he dies, he gets taken to this place called the beach, which is like a world in...
Bro, that's literally what the second game's called.
Yeah, it is. But it's like a world in between the afterlife and the regular world, and like he can come back from it. And so it's like he's on the beach for a little bit, and then he respawns, and he gets yelled at by his boss because it's like, hey, you died and we had to go send people to go grab your body and put it in an incinerator. Bad. Don't do that. He's like, sorry.
And then you keep doing it because it's funny.
And then you keep doing it because it's funny. I actually have not died once, which is probably a bad thing. This game, like, it's pretty easy to not die in this game. Okay, now that we're past the good and the bad, I get to the spiritual stuff. For the first time in a while, I'm going to disagree with the game. I'm going to disagree with what a game's saying. I'm going to disagree. You ready for this, Christian?
Yes.
You ready for me to disagree so hard with this game? It's actually not super hard. Honestly, if I was going to rate this disagreement on a scale, I'd just say like, okay, you got the right idea. You just got the wrong understanding of that. Like, you got the right idea, it's not the right heart in it. So, this game is very openly, like, post-Nietzsche, post-Death of God, post-Darwin, like, very scientific in the way that it talks about things. Not very, like, it has, like, religious imagery and stuff because it's a very, like, artsy-fartsy thing, and that's, like... Like, you gotta check it off the box when you're making an artsy-fartsy thing. Religious imagery, check. But it's a very openly, like, post-God game. And because of that, the big thing is this is an apocalyptic world where the big message of the game that you see in all the marketing is it's a game about connecting. It's a game about connecting.
Really? That's crazy.
It's a game about connecting.
Why it's called Death?
Is that why it's called Death? So it's a game about connecting people and like connecting in times of crisis. And like the big thing is like there's no God, but let's still stick together because we have a purpose, because we need to connect. It's for the UCA. It's for the United Cities of America. We need to stick together for a purpose. We don't know what that purpose is. We don't know what that purpose stands for. And that purpose is definitely a flawed purpose, but we need to stick together around it. And it's like, okay, if I were to compare this to something biblically, like, okay, that's kind of what the churches in Acts and throughout the epistles are doing. Like, they're making these connections. The letters are being sent out by Paul to all the churches so they can keep connected and they can like trade around people and like all be a fellowship. Like fellowship, that's a key part of the Christian walk, is being all connected. That's why we have church, is so we can be connected and so we can fellowship with each other. The problem though is this game is just like, we need to stay together, but we don't really know why. We got
government.
Because the government. We gotta stay together because the government. It's like, okay, so we do need to stick together, but we need to stick together
because the government.
Because the government. We need to stick together because we have a greater purpose for our fellowshipping. We have a greater purpose for why we connect as people. God has a reason we are supposed to connect, and that reason is so we can like bask in God's love with each other, and so we can like work together in all our purposes to build a better future, a greater future, a good future, like bring forth the kingdom of God. Like that's why we come together, is so we can all use our skills and all use our God-given gifts to build the kingdom, to bring the kingdom forth. Like that is why we connect. This game's just like, we gotta stick together. We don't really know why, but we gotta stick together. We gotta stick together because we have a purpose for sticking together.
Because the government.
Because the government. And then
we love the government.
We love the government.
The U.S. government still around?
Yeah, but it's called the UCA, the United Cities of America. It's weird. It's really weird.
I feel like I'm trying to say something, but I'm too stupid to understand.
No, I don't think you're too stupid. I think Hideo was trying to say something, and he's too stupid to say it. That's what I think. Death Stranding's understanding of connection is not right. It's not. It's trying to say something right, but just like everything else with Death Stranding, it's trying to do something right and it's trying to say something right. It just doesn't understand why it's saying that. It's just like, we need to do this, but I don't know why. There's a reason why. It's just you don't understand what that reason is, and you need to understand what that reason is. And that reason is the gospel. That reason is God. That purpose for everybody is bringing forth the gospel and bringing forth the kingdom. So that's how I disagreed with Death Stranding. Cool. Shall we take a break real quick, so then we can move on to the next segment, the big main segment of the episode. Cool.
You ready to cook?
You ready to cook? We gonna cook. Alright, so this episode that we'll be remaking is a controversial one. Like, this was an episode...
How demonic the Zelda franchise is.
How demonic the Zelda franchise is. No, whenever I convinced someone to start listening to the show and they went back to season 1, even though I told them not to, they'd listen to this episode and they'd be like, hey, you said a lot of things that I don't agree with in this episode. And I'd be like, oh, shoot. I said all that? I was an idiot. Like, this is actually a pretty controversial episode from season 1. And that's the spiritual messaging of Zelda. And the spiritual influence that Zelda has. And also how it's influenced us. Yeah. I don't know why we made this episode. But...
Because we cooked.
Because we cooked, bro. First of all, what we did wrong is we narrow-mindedly called Zelda a Christian game. That's the big thing that people disagreed with, is we just straight up said, Zelda is a Christian game. Or I did. I just straight up said, Zelda's a Christian game, actually. Stupid. 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 And then we ignored the faiths that influenced it outside of Christianity, which we will dig into later. Because there's a lot of influence from other faiths and other mythological structures and other religions that are not Christianity. Christianity is in there, and it is a pretty prominent thing in Zelda, but there's also other very prominent faiths that we will talk about. I have a lot of notes about it, so first off, Zelda and what it means. We've talked about this several times on the show, but the Zelda games are what got Christian and I like hooked on just games in general as an idea past Mario. Zelda is what made us sickos. That's the truth. It
really is.
It really is. Like, Zelda made us sickos. We encouraged us to encourage each other to be sickos. That's it. There we go. That's what I was trying to say.
Sickos for each other.
Sickos for each other. Sicko, like, encouraged us to encourage each other to be sickos. That's what I mean. Bro, we went, like, deep after Zelda. After Zelda, we started going deep into retro stuff. Zelda was like...
No, that was because of Scotty Poo.
That's because of Scotty Poo. That's true. It is because of Scott the Wise. What did Zelda do? Zelda did something.
It awakened something in you, Henry.
It awakened something. What did it awaken? what did it awaken?
I don't know. That's for you to find out.
Okay. I will say, one big, really awesome thing that Zelda did faith-wise, like, shockingly, that I have brought up to several people, is the fact that we went... You and I went bananas for the Zelda lore and the Zelda timeline and all that jazz. Like, Zeltic was a frequent watch. Zelda Master was a frequent watch. Like, the Zelda lore, we dug it. We dug into that stuff. We knew what the Zonai were. We knew about that. We
did.
We knew everything about that before Tears of the Kingdom. That was fun.
And then they did a stupid.
with it. But yeah, we knew all the background lore of Breath of the Wild. We did. We dug that stuff. It was fun. It was really fun. But because...
And then they ruined it.
But because of the lore, like digging into the lore and the Zelda timeline and all that stuff, when I got to Bible school, when I started taking like Bible classes and stuff, it was actually made a whole lot easier when I was digging into theology and digging into like Old Testament, New Testament survey and stuff. Like, it was made a whole lot easier because I already knew how to organize this stuff and how to like take on these complex subjects because of Zelda. Like, the Zelda timeline trained me to like dig deep into things and like align all that stuff. So that was fun. I wasted so many hours on the Zelda timeline, but there was something made something easier.
Something awakened in you.
Something awakened in me. A Link's awakening, you could say.
Something awakened in you.
Something Link's awakening in me.
It did something that Link's Awakening didn't?
What?
Is that what you said? Something that Link's Awakening didn't?
No, but that's true. Link's Awakening did not awaken something. I was not a big fan of Link's Awakening. That's my hot take, but maybe I need to replay that too. Maybe I have
The remake stinks.
The remake stinks. I thought you loved the remake, bro.
I do, but it stinks.
I want to play DX. I want to play Link's Awakening DX on a Game Boy Color. I want to do that.
Get a nice screen.
I will.
When are you going to let me mod your Game Boy, bro?
When I have the money to buy the screen.
But I don't want to ruin it.
Whatever.
You gotta talk about that. Like, that's something you gotta talk about. Like, it's part of the old you.
The old me was so purist about retro consoles. It was insane. Like, there's signs of when you're idolizing something. And those signs were strong in me. Like, oh my god, I did not want to get rid of a single game that was in my collection, no matter how trash it was. I did not want to mod my consoles whatsoever because they needed to keep their original form. I only wanted to do the mods that benefited the health of the console itself. Like, rechargeable batteries in the Game Gear. Like,
the freaking Game Gear.
the freaking Game Gear, bro. Like, rechargeable batteries in the Game Gear. Like, that's gonna help it long term. I needed to just shut up and just let mods happen. Like, I felt weird about modding my 2DS. Like, what? Everybody does that. It actually boosts the value of the 2DS, first of all. But, like...
Then you, no hesitation, modded your 3DS.
Yeah, no hesitation. Literally first, like, hour I had it, I modded it. Like, I don't care. I don't care. Like,
if you want a pure Game Boy, like a stock one, buy a stock one, dude. There's millions of them.
I'm not gonna play on it, though, is the thing. Like, I'm just
Yeah,
making
I
things
know.
worse. I'm just choosing to make things worse. Like, that's... I don't know.
Buy that IPS screen.
I will. You know what? I will. Not today. I don't have the money. But...
Yeah, no, right now. You got to do it. Yeah.
Right now. No, I was crazy purist early collecting. And that lasted a really long time until like senior year when I like was having this big like spiritual awakening. Like,
Yeah, and I thought you were crazy.
yeah. Because you were pretty purist too. Not as purist, but like I was having this like big spiritual awakening and like really digging deep into like my faith and like scripture and stuff, and like that's when I actually like started readjusting the show to be more faith oriented, and that led to me like wiping my wiping my game library like of tons of stuff. And
Too much?
No, not too much. Definitely not too much. There were a few things that I do regret trading in, like now looking back. Like I had a copy of Shenmue 2. That was pretty cool. I should have kept that. I don't know.
Yeah, Dreamcast copy of Shenmue 2.
No, it was an Xbox copy. But I had Shenmue 2. I should have kept it. I don't know why I got rid of it. But like I wiped my library of like everything and I traded it all in for a copy of Symphony of the Night. I don't regret that. That's actually really cool. And now
I traded in a lot of my stuff.
Mm-hmm. And now whenever I go... What did you say?
That was recently, though.
That was recent. Now every time I go to a retro game store, I buy like one thing usually. Maybe two, if somebody convinces me.
Yeah, I gotta be careful what garbage I add to my collection.
Yeah, I don't want garbage. I want like good things, and so like I make sure like when I'm going out to buy things from a retro store.
I bought something and then I traded it back in.
What was it?
Don't even remember.
Oh, see, like we gotta just like lock in on like.
I literally just bought like a game and I traded it back in. Like 2 days, no, it was Final Fantasy 15, bro.
It was Final Fantasy 15. You didn't like Final Fantasy 15?
No, it's remember, it's the version that isn't complete.
Oh yeah, that's true. Wait.
Yeah, so I bought it and then traded it back in.
Wait, I'm trying to find a specific quote from somebody in the Discord the other day. Not in our Discord, in the other Discord I'm a part of. Somebody said something about the show that like mostly inspires the way we do things here. Somebody said something really, really clear that I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. It was like something about chasing the fun. It was something about chasing the fun. I can't find it, but it was...
We're not chasing the fun, we are the fun, bro.
We are the fun. It was something about like the vibe of this show that we base ourselves off of.
What show is it?
Into the Aether. We take a lot of stuff from Into the Aether, like unapologetically. But like a big part of them that like really like makes them different from other shows is they don't just play things because they feel like they're required to because it's new or because it's popular or because it's well known. They chase the fun. Like if a game is fun, they keep playing it. If a game's not fun, they don't play it. If a game's not fun anymore, they stop playing it because they're not having fun. Like they chase what they feel like they need to be chasing. And I love that. And
That's why we're quitting Crisis Core.
That's why we're quitting Crisis Core. We're still doing the episode, but that's why you quit Crisis Core, and that's why I'm totally okay with it because you're not having fun. Like that's a problem
Didn't
with
either.
I still had fun all the way through. It's just my fun lessened.
I had fun at the beginning.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I had fun at the beginning. A whole lot of fun.
Then you played Remake.
What?
I said then you played Remake.
Then I played Remake, yeah.
And then it ruined it.
Yeah, it did. It did ruin it.
Are you playing that still?
No. No, I'm not. That I was gonna bring that up in the last episode and I forgot to, but I felt really, really, really awful about playing it because of one big problem, which was something brought up by someone else in like a review I was watching. I was watching Action Buttons review.
Why aren't you finishing it?
So I watched Action Buttons review. It's like a 3-hour long video. It's really good because it's Action Button. Action Button's really good. But a big thing that he brought up like once or twice that I just thought about more and more that was like a big thing that I was like kind of shrugging off through the whole thing. That game's really horny. That game's like really it's so horny, dude. Like let's not even like act like it's like at all like every female character is like written like a Sword Art Online character. Like they just want to get down with Cloud so bad. Like, oh my goodness, that game is so horny. And I just could not, like the moment I saw it, I could not get over it because every single interaction with a female character is just like when you have that mindset, like you see it. And it's like I can't.
I looked past it.
In good conscience, I cannot. Like I tried to look past it, but I can't look past the fact that in multiple cutscenes with Tifa, you'll be talking to her, but the camera will be down below her face. Like she'll be talking and it should be focused on her face because she's talking, but the camera's like below her face and looking straight at her chest. Like it wants you to know. It wants you to really like look at this. And the fact that like Tifa's two main lines she says after a battle are, man, I really should take a shower, and oh, I'm so sweaty. Like just what the heck? It's just so horny. I could not, because the original Final Fantasy VII is not like that whatsoever. The original Final Fantasy VII,
I'm so sad.
I'm sorry, dude. I wanted to. I really wanted to play it. I really wanted to like it. I was enjoying my time with it, but it just that ruined it. That totally ruined it. I'm so sorry. Like I really wanted to enjoy it. I really did. But
maybe one day you'll learn to look past it, but maybe that's not today.
Yeah, someday I'll go back to it. Someday I will. But like I even told Lily about this, which me and my girlfriend, like, we want to play the original Final Fantasy VII together. Like, the original, we want to play through it. And, like, there was a little part of me that was like, hey, maybe we should just play Remake. Like, we should just play Remake. But then, like, as that was happening, I was telling her about it. And she was like, that's disgusting. I don't want to touch that at all. Like, I was telling her all that stuff, and she's like, that's awful. Like, that's actually awful. I don't want to have anything to do with that.
It's less. I want to. I feel like it gets less throughout the game. I'm not gonna lie.
I
feel like it's just at the beginning.
What about the club district?
No.
What about the club? The club district, bro. That's yeah. I was like, if it's this bad at the beginning of the game, I don't even want to know how bad it gets when it gets to the club district.
Yeah, but like after the club district, it's like
someday
it's really not that.
Yeah,
that's literally the worst extent of it.
Someday I'll get back to it. Someday I'll get back to Final Fantasy VII Remake, but that day is not right now. The reason I'm playing Kingdom Hearts right now is because I was playing Final Fantasy VII and that came up over and over again. And I was like, I need to play something to cleanse my mind. Like, I need to cleanse myself. And Kingdom Hearts is a very pure game, honestly. Like, Kingdom Hearts is a very pure, non-horny game. So
I could just ignore that.
yeah, I wish I could. I do. I really wish I could, but I just cannot right now. Anyways, sorry to disappoint you there, but
How dare you?
back to Zelda. That's where
Did
this
you
all
at least
started.
Did you watch the spoiler review?
Yeah, I did. But I already
You
knew.
know what happened? Okay.
I already knew. But yeah.
So you know what happens at least?
Yeah. Yeah. It was all stuff I already knew. So
That I told you.
that you told, even before you told me, I already knew. But because like when Final
I
Fantasy,
will say, so far Rebirth has been a lot better.
really awesome. That's good to know. That is good to know.
I am only 2 hours into Rebirth.
I am only 2 hours in. Okay, Zelda, staying on topic. Oh my goodness. This is not going to be as bad to edit because I've actually figured out a new trick with editing. From that same interview where the guy talked about the 1080 Ti, they talked about like hyper edit the first 5 minutes of something and then you'll get the person's attention, and then for the rest of it just like casually edit, but otherwise just let the conversation flow. So I'm gonna do that now. It'll probably make it sound better.
Hey, when are we gonna stream on Twitch, bro?
Eventually, I just gotta figure out what I want to stream. Okay, what was I talking about?
Stream Final Fantasy VII, bro.
What?
Stream Final Fantasy VII.
Stream Final Fantasy VII? No.
Henry can lust
Heck yeah.
while playing Final Fantasy VII on a live stream.
On a stream, bro? Uh-huh. I'd have to switch streaming platforms if I want.
Maybe it'd be better for you to. Maybe that would actually be better if you played it on live stream.
No.
Maybe you'd be able to look past all the stupidness.
Maybe. I don't know. Let's get back to Zelda. Let's just get back to Zelda where it's safe.
I'm safe here. You think you're safe.
You think you're safe.
Until you realize all the sexualization in Zelda.
It's like a Disney level of sexualization, though. It's like if you're digging for it, you can find it. Like,
bro, you're such a freaking liar.
When you're an adult, like when
you're a freaking liar, bro.
Nah, when you're an adult and you watch Cars.
The fairies in Breath of the Wild, bro.
Uh-huh. Nah, it's
you're
like
a liar.
No, I'm not a liar. Like it's like when you're a kid and you're playing those things, when you're younger and you're playing those things, it's like, I don't see anything. I don't notice anything. But it's like when you're an adult and you watch Cars and you see any scene with the girl car, you're like, wait a minute, that was really sexual. What the heck? Like, she has a tramp stamp, bro. Like, that, what?
She has a tramp stamp.
She has a tramp stamp, bro. Like,
they saw Hudson Hornet exhaust pipe that one time.
What?
You remember that?
No.
Lightning McQueen barges into the freaking shop or something.
Uh-huh.
And then he looks really awkward because Hudson's exhaust pipe's down.
Oh shoot. Oh jeez, I didn't think about that. But like she has a tramp stamp and then also they like zoom in on it every now and then. There's one point where like an old lady car like smacks someone in the butt.
What the heck?
And says, "And here's something to remember us by." Like Cars is really sexual, dude.
You like it still?
Yeah, I do. Cars is still great. But like it's like when we talk about that in Zelda, like Zelda it's like the same amount where it's like when you're an adult you notice it, but like at a younger age you don't.
So you're telling me it's not Final Fantasy VII Remake is not like that?
Final Fantasy VII Remake is not like that. It is very open and honest about that. But like this is like Zelda's the level of like in Toy Story 2 when Buzz sees Jesse do something cool and his wings pop out. Like when you're
getting excited.
But when you're an adult you notice that. But like when you're the audience of the game, like a younger audience, like you're not noticing that. Like the fact that the Poe seller in Ocarina of Time says, with the kind of looks that Link has, I could go into a different kind of business.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't remember that.
yeah, yeah. The post seller tells Link to be a prostitute. Anyways, Zelda. I think we've talked a lot on this show about like how much Zelda means to us, and I'm actually not gonna lie, kind of sick of talking about it. That's why I'm kind of dodging around talking about it, because I feel like we've done it so much that I'm kind of sick of it.
What if we just made this video like acting like we're gonna do it, but then we don't?
Or we could just not and just be like, go listen to the Wind Waker episode. That's 4 hours of us doing that.
Yeah.
Like, just listen to the Wind Waker episode. There.
Yeah, we can say like we can spend a minute on this topic.
Yeah, Zelda is really important. We play Zelda in like late elementary, early middle
Hey,
school.
remember that one time when that temple was like Buddhist inspired in Skyward Sword?
Oh
That was pretty
yeah, that was pretty cool.
Lotuses, and it was like
Uh,
and then the string from you climb up the string, and that's a reference.
That's a reference. Yeah. When it comes to the actual religious imagery, if you want to move on to that, we can actually dig into that. Like,
Yeah, that's all we need to talk about, really.
yeah, that's all we really need to talk about. We keep going on side tangents, bro.
Talking about sexualization.
Talking about sexualization. Okay, so the symbolism of other faiths. I have 3 faiths written down here. 2 that are not Christian, one of them that is Christian, but you'll see why it's a little different. So, first thing is Islam. There's a lot of Islamic references in the Zelda games, specifically with Gerudo culture. With Gerudo culture. The Gerudo are like heavily inspired by like Islamic Muslim culture, and it's very, very visible in the original version of Ocarina of Time, like the early release of Ocarina of Time, because
Do you want to talk about that one song that is in the Fire Temple?
yeah, in the Fire Temple there's legitimately
I have the version that has that song.
you have the version with the Islamic prayers,
Yes.
which like this was confirmed by somebody who was Islamic. Like, no, that actually is like a very famous like Islamic hymn. Like, they just straight up put it in there. Like,
I mean, I think it's cool. Like, it's very like
yeah,
that's the move. Like, better than whatever they put afterwards.
yeah. Like, it works for the vibe. It's just weird because it's like saying like, oh, there's no god but Allah and stuff like that. But it's Zelda where there's the Hylia. So I mean, it's weird. It's really weird.
But no, I somehow got the version. I was hoping, like, I was hoping and praying when I ordered that off of eBay that it was the version.
Really?
And it's version 2, so it's
Uh-huh.
it's pretty early.
But does it also have the original Gerudo symbol? Do you know
How
about
do you
this
tell?
one? So, do you know what the Islamic symbol looks like the main Islamic like iconography is, where it's
No,
like
I can't remember.
it's a moon and then a star. You've probably seen it before. Wait,
It might have it.
let me see if there's like an emoji of it on Discord so I can send you real quick.
I'm actually pretty far in Ocarina of Time on N64, so
Yeah. Is that in the Fire Temple?
yes.
It is? Dude, you have an original copy. You do. Because that was also put in the Fire Temple, and that is literally like the iconography of Islam. So like we have the cross, they have that symbol. Like, they edited that out of like all other versions of Ocarina of Time. Instead, it's like this like it's the one you see in all the Zelda games now for the Gerudo, but the original Gerudo symbol was straight up just Islamic. And so that's one of the religions that's represented. The other one, which is probably the biggest religion representation in all of Zelda, so much that the game Okami, which is a Zelda clone, is just an adaptation of the mythology of this religion, Shintoism. So, Zelda takes most of its influence from Shintoism. The Triforce is the 3 treasures, which is like a thing in Shintoism. The goddess Hylia and how like she incarnates herself as Zelda is Amaterasu, which is the goddess of the sun in Shintoism. The 7 sages are the 7 lucky gods. The shrines and like the goddess statues are directly representative of the shrines in real life.
So if you were to say that it's based on a primary religion, it wouldn't be Christianity, it would be Shintoism.
Yes, I would. I would say
At least in the new games, I feel like maybe in the duology
yeah. With
of Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, it's very heavily Shintoism.
oh yeah, yeah.
Are monks a mummification of monks like a Shintoism thing?
I think it is. Yeah.
I thought that was a Muslim thing.
I think it's
No,
I think it's a thing across multiple cultures.
look up what living mummification is. What religion that is? Because
Okay.
that's
Living
it's not a Muslim
mummification.
thing. I apologize for that. It's not a Muslim thing. I know it's not.
It is Buddhist.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's
It's pretty extreme. It's like an extreme form of Buddhism.
Yeah, I see it.
Like,
It's
and
like
I
a
watched
deep.
a whole video on it at one point. I've watched a whole video on like living mummification. Like it's like very like very like
Yeah.
it's kind of a beautiful thing, really, like devotion wise.
Oh yeah.
Like I'll respect it.
I know about the self-mummifying monks. I know about it.
Like it's a beautiful thing. But
Yeah. It's just like it's a beautiful thing until you think about the fact that like what it is they're devoting to.
yes.
Yeah, the moment you realize like they are devoting themselves to an idol though, and they're self-mummifying themselves to an idol, that's kind of horrifying. Like it's beautiful until you think deeper about it, then it does get pretty
I'm
horrifying.
saying the devotion is a beautiful thing, not
The devotion-
not the act.
The devotion is a beautiful thing, yes. But yeah, I know about this too. It's crazy. It's pretty crazy. The creation myth in Hyrule. The creation myth in Hyrule is a lot closer to the creation myth for Shintoism than it is for our creation story. It is like far closer to it. I don't know how, I just know that it is. I've heard that from multiple sources.
That's just how it is.
That's just how it is. But yeah,
And you're gonna deal with it.
Ocarina of Time and On are heavily Shinto based. Like there's Shinto,
Except for that time when they put Muslim
except for that time they put Muslim prayers in the Gerudo areas. But the Christian themes.
No, the fact about that is it's literally from like public domain, like religious stuff,
Yeah,
and like it's like how did that slip past you guys? Like genuinely, like
I don't.
let's be real here. Like seriously,
Yeah,
like
and
I wonder if that's why I treat it as like the original vision, like because there's like
yeah,
that was deliberate. That was the original vision. I mean, it definitely offended somebody, but that was the way it was supposed to be.
yeah,
like,
it is
I
the
know
original. Yeah, it's the original vision, and I know that because they also use that Islamic symbol too. Like the fact that they
did
used
it on
both,
purpose.
it was on purpose. Yeah.
Which I don't know why. Which I'm not Muslim, so I can't say that. But I don't really find it offensive.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess in context, it's kind of stupid.
But then also like, and we'll get into the Christian stuff now. So the original 3 console Zelda games, Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, and Link to the Past, all have specifically Catholic theming throughout them, which is really, really strange because I'm pretty sure the mythos is already like a thing at this point. Like the Hylian mythos is already a thing at this point. And yet there's like all this Catholic imagery too, including, wait, let me see if I can find this promo art real quick. Link to the Past.
As an avid Catholic, Henry knows this.
As an avid Catholic. No, I'm very, very Protestant. Wait. Yeah, I found it immediately. So this is an official piece of art. I'm trying to find a high quality image of it. There we go. This is an official piece of art for the marketing of Link to the Past. Wait, there we go. That is an official piece of the marketing. Like, that's not like fan art or anything. That is actually something that was in the marketing cycle that came from Nintendo. Like,
That's really funny.
it is really funny. So,
What in the world, dude?
so in the original Legend of Zelda, the obvious thing, the shield, it has a cross on it. That's pretty weird. But like you can you can shake that off as like, oh, they were just trying to do like a more detailed image on it, but they couldn't because it's pixelated. And so
Freaking Jesus is on the cross. That's what I'm seeing right now.
uh-huh. And then Zelda 2, there's the Book of Magic, and then there's just straight up the cross as items. The Book of
I know that it's literally called the Bible in Japanese.
in
Like, it
Japanese
translates to the Bible.
it's literally the Bible, which I don't understand why the
Which I mean, I guess like something doesn't inherently have to be like Christian if it has a Bible in it. Bibles are just seen as like a holy
yeah, but this
thing, like MacGuffin.
but the fact that it's crosses though,
Yeah, the fact that it has a cross on it though, like
and that there's a cross item that you get later on that has the ability of making enemies appear, like in scripture when it says all things in darkness are revealed by the light meaning
there's
the
literally
word.
is there holy water? Aren't the arrows like dipped in holy water or something too?
Something like that, yeah.
Silver arrows. I mean,
So the thing about all of this is a lot of it is censored in the US version. I don't know why.
the
like
US was even in the 80s. We were still in that phase where the US was still like very heavily Christian based.
yeah. So like
I mean, I don't think that quit until the early 2000s, I think.
yeah, early 2000s is when no, it was the mid to late 90s is when you saw a big boom of people like walking away. And in the early 2000s you get the Young Restless Reform movement, which brings a bunch of people back. And then early 2010s, birth of like social media, bunch of people walk away again. And then
let's get woke. A lot of people hate that word, but let's get woke.
And then mid to late 2010s, a bunch of people are like confused and like not really knowing what they're believing. And now we're actually seeing what they're calling a vibe shift, where people are shifting back to Christianity, but like for political reasons. It's weird.
That's really dumb.
It is really dumb. Yeah, we have like our waves with Christianity in the US. I don't know why they censored this, because in the US, we like famously at the time were extremely Christian. We probably would have loved it if they kept it they kept it there.
Or they would have ate it up after the Satanic Panic. We were still in the Satanic Panic.
Yeah, we were in the Satanic Panic.
That's why they said that was their reason. That's the theory for why they did it.
But we would have like ate that up. We'd be like, yeah, play the Zelda games. They're okay. Like, we would have eaten that up. Like, oh my goodness. I don't know. It's just, it's weird. It's really weird. The way that the Zelda franchise treats Christianity is just very strange. I don't even know why it's there in the first place. Like, I don't even, like, because they have their own mythos by this point. Like, Goddess Hylia exists by this point. Like, there is a faith in the world of Zelda. And, like, it makes sense with something like Castlevania, because Castlevania is about, like, Crusade era Crusade era Catholicism. But, like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Why? I don't get it. I don't know. That's the deeper version of what we did last time, where we actually did do the research instead of just saying stupid things.
Yeah, guys. Christian.
And Shinto. And Islam. Yeah. Okay. I got nothing else to say. I'm burnt out now.
Why?
Also, that's the end of my notes. that's the end of my notes. So, I got.
You can't just rely on your notes for everything.
Well, my notes actually have research and not guesses. So, yeah.
That's better than not. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I actually did research this time, so.
So did I.
Yes, you did. I feel a lot better about this. And that's.
Don't hate us.
Don't hate us. If you want to inform us on some things we got wrong, please do that.
Henry loves to be taught.
Yeah.
Or Henry loves to be shown up.
Yes, I do. I actually really. I think that's a very good thing. Like, take this as a way to inform us of the things that we may have gotten wrong.
We're also stupid, so.
We're also stupid, yeah. That's why we're remaking this, because we are a little less stupid than we were. Okay. Thank you guys for listening to this episode. Thank you so much. please, again, join the Discord. Even outside of informing us, educating us, please join the Discord. We love to have conversations over there. It's very fun. Conversations about faith, conversations about games. It's great.
Poop,
Poop,
farts, anything.
farts, anything. Please join our Patreon. We would love to make something back for what we're doing here. And also, if you join our Patreon, you get some exclusive stuff. And also, it makes it so we can play those new games and we can buy new equipment and stuff like that. And
Henry needs new equipment.
I don't need new equipment. I like my equipment. I have good equipment. You, sir, need like headphones and like a interface and like stuff like that. A real gain slider, not just a volume.
Volume knob. It literally doesn't even say gain on it. It just says volume.
You need a real gain knob, not a volume knob.
It treats me as if I am not smart enough to know.
You need an
like
yeah.
It's treating me as if I'm not smart enough to know what gain is.
Yeah. So we need to get you a real sound interface, better quality mic. We need to get you headphones so you can get like the full actual gain. Anyways, please support us on Patreon if you can. Another way you can support us is buying merch. It's 3 months out from Game of the Year season. You could get you a Jeff Keighley fan club t-shirt or any of the other things.
Bro.
So excited, bro. So hyped, bro. Share the show.
So hyped, bro.
Share the show. We are word of mouth, so any way you can share it with others who would enjoy it would be super beneficial. We don't do advertising or anything like that. So just go tell people. Tell people at your youth group. Tell people at your college ministry. Tell people at your church. Tell your dad. Tell your dad about it. Tell your mom. Tell your pastor. Tell your teacher, your boss at work, your McDonald's manager.
Tell the guy that you talk to randomly at the grocery store because you have no one else to talk to.
Yes, tell that guy. Tell the grocery store guy. Please. He sounds chill. Credit to Rylan Anderson, our producer and graphic designer. Credit to Colton Anderson, our creative/content advisor. Credit to our theme composer, our Snider, for the opening song Happy Town and the outro song Sunsets. He is always linked in the bio on Spotify specifically.
And he's releasing a new single.
He is.
Which I have the honor of appearing on the cover of.
You're joking. What are you doing on the cover?
I don't know. He didn't ask me for permission.
You're just on it.
Yeah, I just saw a new album and I had I'm on there.
Wait, is it out right now? Wait.
It's coming.
It's coming? Okay, wait, let me see. Snider
let me get on Instagram. I'll plug it real quick.
Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see this. This sounds funny.
Like it's me, but like.
Yeah, I want to see it though. Put it in the chat. Put it in the dis chat. Hey yo, it's you. He's a torpedo. Are you a torpedo, bro?
I don't know what it's supposed to symbolize. Maybe I'm stupid.
Are you a torpedo, bro? He's a torpedo.
I have no idea.
You're a torpedo.
I have no idea, bro.
You're a torpedo.
I'm just here to plug myself being in there.
You are a torpedo.
Who knows what that means or if that's symbolic for something.
You are a torpedo.
I don't care. It's music. It's out.
You are a torpedo.
It's probably out by the time this video's out. Please go watch or podcast is out. Please go listen to his.
Yeah,
creation.
You are a torpedo. You are a torpedo. If you're on Spotify, scroll down to the comments and tell us what you thought of the episode. If you're on Apple Podcasts, follow us and do whatever you can on Apple Podcasts. Same with if you're on Amazon Music, or if you're on Podbean, or if you're on Pocket Casts, or any of the podcast networks that we're a part of.
What all are we on, bro?
A lot of things. A lot of things that I've never heard of before, but we're on all of them.
Let's get on some of those.
Yeah. The only thing that I can say we are not on yet is YouTube, because I don't know how to set that up. There is a way to do it. I just don't know.
I'd have to take our wave and upload it with an image.
Maybe there's like an RSS thing, though. I'm going to see if there's that first, because that might
if
make
that's
it a
the
lot
case,
easier.
let me do it, because I can probably do it faster than you. We should probably just You know what I'll do actually? This is
Yeah.
gonna be live, but I don't really care.
Uh,
I'll set my server up and we can just put all of our recording archive on it.
okay. Can you?
Well, I got to get new drives, but if
Okay.
we put it on my server, we can share it. Like we'll both have access to the recordings.
Yeah.
But I need to set up redundancy again because, like I said, remember,
Yeah.
like I lost all my. I need to buy like 4 hard drives so I can set up redundancy so I can not lose our data.
Yes.
So
Oh, you
I'll
can?
wait a while. But
You can just put the RSS feed on YouTube.
oh, you can.
You
What's
can
it
just
gonna
do that. It just uploads everything to YouTube, just as it comes out.
Make sure you do an image.
It just does the image that's posted on the podcast.
You're gonna rebrand our YouTube channel with new and old, and then put all of our old videos in an old folder.
Yes.
And then put the yes.
Yes. All right, we'll do that.
And then we can put our live streams on there too.
Yeah, we'll do that later. But for now, we're doing the outro. Check out the show's Spotify account. I have made some playlists of worship music inspired by the themes we discuss in the bonus episode specifically. This is the new version of Song Time, so go check that out.
Freaking love Song Time.
Find us,
especially when we get flagged.
especially when we get flagged. Find us on Substack at Courage Wisdom Power Official. I'm pretty active on there. I am getting more and more active on there. So remember to have the courage to stand up for the faith, the wisdom to speak God's word, and the power to live for the Lord in everything we do. Because just by listening, you
are furthering the goal that we set out to reach.
Thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye to our tangents.
We didn't even do the actual video.
We did.
Or the episode.
We did. It just took a
very
long time.
We very rarely did it, guys. We will not be including timestamps.
We will be including timestamps.
No, we will not be including timestamps.
Heck yeah, we will. Heck yeah, we will.
Not including the time. I said no.
I'm going to include timestamps. Anyways, bye-bye.